I should have done better. Welcome to day 24 in our 30-day Unlock Money Magic adventure, specifically made for women. Does that sound familiar? I should have done better. I could have done better. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't good enough. All that self-talk that goes on in the background. Where did it come from? Typically, it came from our childhood. And often we made these decisions before we could actually reason. So it came from an age where we were 2, 3, 4, 5 years old before our reasoning skills came online. It's often a pattern when we grew up in an environment where we were praised when we were excellent, but we didn't get that same praise when we were just good or average. It was a decision that we made in order to be loved or safe or to belong. I need to be perfect. And we made a vow to always be perfect in order to belong or in order to be safe. The tricky thing about these vows is that they're unconscious and we don't even realize it's going on. But we do realize it when we look at our patterns. So look at your own life. How often do you criticize when you did something, even if you did it well, even if you did it really well? How often do you procrastinate because whatever project you're working on or whatever you want to do, your plans aren't good enough yet? How often do you stop yourself from raising your rates or asking for a promotion or bidding on a project because you feel like you're not good enough yet? It's not perfect yet. And so brilliant work and brilliant projects that really belong into this world stay in the drawer or on your hard drive. That's what we're going to tap on today. So when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and feel into your body, into this feeling of I should have done better, or maybe your language is I am not perfect, I should be perfect. So anything along those lines, feel into that in your body. Maybe it's I'm not good enough. And whatever belief you settle on, feel into that feeling and locate it in your body. What does it feel like and how intense is it on a scale from 0 to 10? And then you're ready, we are starting to tap on the side of the hand. And just remember, we always start out with a negative or the truth of how we feel. So we can release those old beliefs out of our cells and out of our body. So deep breath in and out, tune into that feeling. Even though I should have done better, and there's no arguing about it, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm clearly not good enough at this, why do I even try? I choose to have the utmost compassion with myself and breathe through this feeling. Even though I am clearly inferior to others, I'm not as smart, I'm not as good, I'm not as intelligent. Now I allow that to block my progress. I choose to love and accept all of me with all of these old stories. Stop tapping on the side of the hand. Take a deep breath in and out. And then repeat after me. Top of the head. I should have done better. Eyebrow. I could have done better. Side of the eye. It was clearly not good enough. Under your eye. How embarrassing. Under your nose. That was embarrassing performance. Chin crease. I could have done better. Collarbone. I didn't do good enough. Under your arm. I should have done better. Top of the head and tap through the points at your own pace. This feeling in my body. I didn't do well. It was definitely not good enough. I wasn't good enough. Well, maybe it was okay, but it was definitely not up to par. I should have prepared more. I should have done it differently. I should have known better. All these internal stories. This fear that I'm not good enough. This fear that I'm inferior. This old story that I should have done better. This old story that I need to be perfect to be loved. This old belief that I need to be perfect to be safe, to belong. I can feel it in my body. It is safe to feel this feeling. It's also safe to let it go. I'm very proud of my high standards. I do appreciate excellence. And that's what I'm striving for. And I find myself comparing myself to others. And if somebody else seems to be smarter, I shrink. If it seems like I'm not the best, I stay quiet. If I feel that I am not perfect yet, I don't go for that promotion or for that project or to raise my rates. This vow that I have to be perfect. It is limiting so much in my life. It's costing me so much. And maybe I haven't even realized that yet. Because I'm hiding behind the belief that I am a high achiever. And I take great pride in excellence. And I really only feel safe if I feel that I am the best. But what if it is not either or? Right now I have a story going that I have to do things perfectly in order for them to be good enough. And I'm either doing things perfectly or I'm beating myself up. And because I'm so afraid that I could make mistakes and then I would be so embarrassed and ashamed, I often don't even try. I have all these brilliant ideas. Ideas that could truly make a difference in the world, that could make a difference in the lives of other people. But because they're not quite perfect yet, I don't share them. And nobody gets to benefit. What if I don't have to be perfect to be loved? What if my perfection has nothing to do with my worthiness? Truth is, perfection is impossible anyway. And I don't have to give up striving for excellence. I just won't let it stop me. I give myself permission to do things brilliantly and imperfectly. What if I could expand my nervous system capacity and learn in public? It's something that women absolutely are not used to. We are so afraid to look foolish. We crumble when we get criticized. It feels so unsafe. That's just a cultural pattern. What if I can change that? And what if the simple awareness that I am lovable just the way I am can loosen this tight grip just a little bit? What if my very existence is precious and valuable? What if my voice matters the way it is right now? Sharing brilliantly and imperfectly, touching lives because I dare. I can absolutely develop the capacity to learn in public and to do things imperfectly in public. And while this may not be done in a 10-minute tapping session, I give myself permission to consider that there's a path forward. The truth is, I'm excited about my project. I'm excited about my work. I'm excited about the value that I could bring. I have just set the bar to an impossible height. And I did that when I was just a few years old. And now I'm comparing myself to the ideals of a 3 or 4-year-old. She didn't know any better. She just wanted to make sure she's safe and loved and that she belongs. And in her little mind, the only way to guarantee that was to be perfect. Whatever they may have meant to a 3 or 4-year-old. But I'm not a little child anymore. I'm able to discern, 'cause What kind of bar I want to raise for myself? I love being excellent. I do love having high standards. And it's totally okay to take great pride in my work. But I'm going to let go of the need to be perfect because it is impossible. And it just always leads to procrastination. I'm loving on that little girl inside of me who believed that this is the only way to be safe and loved. And today I know so much better. My very existence is precious and valuable. I can expand my nervous system capacity to do well and to screw up. I can do this. It is possible. It is possible for me. I can feel how my body is already relaxing. I feel a shift. I can be both brilliant and imperfect. I can start right now. I can start right now. And I can keep getting better and better. I'm ready for some feedback so I can learn and grow. I'm ready to come off the bleachers and go play on the field because that's where all the growth is. And as I go along and hit some bumps, I can use tapping to relax my nervous system. The world deserves for me to share my voice, to share my insights, to share my passion. And I'm claiming right now that I'm starting brilliantly and imperfectly. And I love that about myself. Stop tapping, take a deep breath in and out. When you're ready, you can open your eyes and feel back into that feeling. I should have done better. Has that loosened a little bit? Yeah, that whole I need to be perfect. And this is one of those beliefs that's actually, it's not just an emotion, it's a belief, it's a thought that goes around and around in our heads. So these tend to take more tapping because they're a little bit more persistent. So just repeat this video. Just watch it again tomorrow. Do it a few times, maybe do it a few weeks at a time for a while. It's totally okay, whatever it takes. But your voice matters. And you're perfect just the way you are right now. Now with that, I invite you to update your tracker, invite a friend, share this video, and then come back tomorrow. Thank you for tapping with me. Have a great day.